As was cut by a butt, and he very much wants to fight Dana Rosenblatt, the middleweight out of Boston, who is of Jewish extraction. Shieka's heritage is Palestinian. He sees a potential fight with Rosenblatt as a symbol of peace for that troubled part of the world.
Just what we need.
Here comes Stephane Ouellet, full-time boxer, full-time undertaker.
An extraordinary character, Jim. His father's an artist. He's a published poet. Says that when he was 5 years old, he decided he was going to be a prize fighter and an undertaker. Almost got himself arrested yesterday because he needed to relieve himself at the weigh-in ceremony, which carried on so long. He went in the back and did so, and was caught by a security guard who was trying to arrest him, and Mark Ratner, the commissioner here, had to rescue him.
That must have been an interesting conversation. Canadian boxing writers say that Ouellet, below the heavyweight division where they've groomed both Lennox Lewis and Kurt Johnson, Ouellet may be their most naturally gifted fighter, but they say he has a tendency to underwork. It'll be interesting to see how ready he is for this. 29 wins, 3 losses, 2 of them to the same fighter, Davey Hilton. 18 wins by KO. His first fight ever in Las Vegas. Let's go to Michael Buffer to introduce these 2 colorful characters.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, Prince Promotions and Let's Get It On Promotions presents 10 rounds of boxing. This is in the super middleweight division. The 3 judges assigned to ringside, scoring this contest on the 10-point must system, will be Bill Graham, Paul Smith, and Glenn Trowbridge. And when the bell rings, your referee in charge of the action, Tony Weeks. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing silver and weighing in at 167 pounds. His professional record, 21 victories. With only 2 losses, 14 of his 21 victories are by KO. He's coming to us from Patterson, New Jersey, and he is the pride of Palestine, Omar Shieka. His opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing a white trimmed with black and weighing in at 167 pounds. His professional record, 29 victories, including 18 knockouts with only 3 losses. He comes to us from Jonquière, Quebec, Canada. Ladies and gentlemen, Stephane Ouellet.
Okay, here we go. Okay, right here is good. Below here is a low blow. Right here is good. Anything below is a low blow. You already received your instructions. I want a good, clean fight. Obey my commands at all times. Above all, protect yourselves at all times. Any questions from the blue corner? Any questions from the red corner? Let's go. Glenn, Glenn, Glenn.
Couple of pretty good super middleweights. Figures to be an action fight. Ouellet has been stopped, knocked down several times.
Usually in the late rounds.
Fought 2 of the Hilton brothers a total of 5 times, lost to them twice.
In one of his losses to Davey Hilton, he was leading comfortably when he was knocked out in the 12th. In 2 other fights, he's been knocked down in the closing round. So Ouellet has shown some difficulty finishing fights, which is part of what prompts Canadian boxing writers to say he doesn't work hard enough. Ouellet is a boxer. Shieka is a puncher.
Ouellet has got good balance. He moves back, right on, perfectly on his feet, comes forward perfectly. Already has a reddened left eye. When punches are thrown at him, Just keeps his hands up. Wait until the action stops and comes back. Got a good flicking left jab. Ouellet. We're going to call him Ouellet. Ouellet. Ouellet, I think is how
he said Ouellet, basically, yeah. Ouellet.
Ouellet?
Like a wallet, yeah.
He's got good balance. Very seldom do you have to pick up both feet. Keeps everything in perspective. Shieka's been in with some good trainers. He should be able to put in 2 or 3 different styles tonight.
Right hand by Shieka. Drives Ouellet back. Left hook by Shieka. Came back with another one. Ouellet pumping the jab. Good left hook by Ouellet. Goes back to pumping the jab.
Shieka's had problems with big cuts, so he can very well allow his opponent to just keep slapping him with those jabs. That's how they open up.
Shieka has visible scars over both eyes from the cuts he sustained earlier in his career. And here in the first round, Ouellet has established his ability to land the jab. Right there. Right hand now by Ouellet. Interesting round. As we go to the French corner, or the French-Canadian corner of Ouellet, where they speak French, our interpreter is Frank Kivet.
Parfait, c'est grâce à la glace. Là, on se bat. C'est parfait. C'est juste ça à faire. Ouais. Le rythme est bon. Quand tu t'enlèves, ressors les mains hautes comme ça. Boxe, fais comme tu fais le boxe, mon gars. C'est parfait. Tu ressors les mains hautes, tu récupères bien. Il n'y a rien qui presse. Tu sens bien, tu sens tes beaux.
Seconds out, let's go! Relax and box him.
Do you speak French?
No.
Oh. In round one, Stephane Ouellet threw 64 jabs and landed 23 of them. Omar Shieka threw 51 jabs and landed only 7. So Ouellet, who is shorter but has the longer reach, used it to establish his jab in round one.
Ouellet was pretty successful going behind the ear with his right hand. This guy keeps his hands up pretty high. You got to go behind his hand a little bit.
Stop punching. There we go.
In order to do that, he has to be a little closer. Shieka was successful. Those left jabs can have him stinging all night.
Hands free.
Shieka goes to the body, so Ouellet comes back with a body shot of his own. Shieka appearing to want to step in a little closer here in round two.
Shieka prefers the more action. Ouellet seemed to want to box and defend himself.
Shieka's got a pretty good jab, but Ouellet is quicker. Now Shieka bombing him with power punches, lands a left hook, and drives Ouellet back. Another big left hook lands for Shieka, and a third one there. And another. All of a sudden, Stephane Ouellet can't defend himself against power punches. Goes down on the right hand.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come here. No.
And Tony Weeks stops the fight. Omar and Shieka with a second round bomb out of Stephane Ouellet.
Shieka stuck with it, kept coming forward, and got the job done.
Impressive. And George, you suggested that he might get his power punches going there in the second round, and he was able to do it.
He's more interested always in the action and not the boxing job. And that's what you got to do when you're with a boxer. You got to fight him. Don't box a boxer.
So in round two, Shieka stepped in closer, dispensed with the jab, started throwing power punches, discovered he could land his left hook, and that was that.
He has a good repertoire of combinations also.
Let's take another look. Hard right.
That right hand hurt Ouellet, and then the right hand behind the ear, as you had suggested, George, discombobulated him, made him lose his balance.
That's the shot.
And so when Ouellet had himself up from the canvas and in front of Tony Weeks, Weeks was ready to start the action again, and then Ouellet walked 3 steps to the left away from him without having been told to do so, and Weeks at that moment said,
Those are those telltale moments. It's best to jump up, teach a fighter, go to the referee, whether he calls you or not.
and look him in the eye. And look
Even
him
if you
straight in
can't
the
see
eye.
it. Even
That's
if you
right.
can't see him.
Look where you think he is.
Follow the voice.
And now let's go to Michael Buffer for the official particulars.
Ladies and gentlemen, following the knockdown, referee Tony Weeks has to call a halt to the bout. It's ruled a knockout victory. The official time, 1 minute, 46 seconds of round number 2. The winner by KO victory, the pride of Palestine from Patterson, New Jersey, Omar Shieka.
After one of his previous defeats, Ouellet wrote a poem called Fall.
Did he? Well, he fell here.
He fell.
I'd like to thank IB International Bodies for making my uniform for Patterson, New Jersey. Thank you very much, everybody. Good love.
Nice man, Omar. His dad runs a limo service in Patterson, New Jersey. He'll be riding in a bigger car now. Ouellet landed more punches. Shieka threw more. Much lower connect percentage for Shieka, but, you know, the big power punches make a difference, and that's what happened here. Jabs, this is all Ouellet. 39 out of 92. Shieka was throwing them, but not landing very many. But as George Foreman pointed out, there was a target there for the right hand behind the ear, and that, in the end, was the difference in the fight. Well called, George.
Shieka's going to make a big fuss in the middleweight division.
He's a puncher.
Let's go back up.
And suffering from his predecessor in the preliminary bout. The most suffering fighter of all in the ring today, Arturo Gatti, a man who over the course of the past 2 years lost 3 consecutive fights here on HBO, but lost none of his stature as one of the world's most exciting fighters. Now you'll watch Gatti as he tries to continue on the comeback trail. 1 victory already under his belt. He looks for another against a 55-win veteran, Joey Gamache. And here to watch that with us is HBO boxing expert, 2-time world heavyweight champion George Foreman. And George, Oscar De La Hoya talks about wanting to be more aggressive tonight. It is Gatti who says the opposite, that he would like to go back to more of a boxing style as he takes on Gamache. Given what we've seen from Arturo, is it even possible that he could make that adjustment?
I don't know about the possibility, but it sure would be applauded if he tries. The old saying, he should take a break today, we would all applaud him boxing and moving. This guy is giving a lot, and if we're going to keep him around to give some more, he should box tonight.
Absolutely, because the most frequent ringside comment at Gotti's previous fights is, woof, guy's got a short career coming. Let's see if he can lengthen it tonight against Gamache, and here's the tail of the tape for the fight in which they agreed to weigh in